All right, before we get started, keep in mind that this account was created to provide information on how current immigration laws apply to certain factual scenarios. There are many people, I suspect, who are worried about their immigration situation, but are not sure if they should speak with an immigration attorney. Keep in mind, and I cannot stress this enough, that immigration law is unbelievably fact-specific. So even if you think your situation is nearly identical to the one I'm going to analyze here, you should still reach out to an immigration attorney. Even the smallest factual differences can change everything. That said, this is not legal advice. I'm hoping to merely educate people, as I know that a lot of anxiety exists in certain immigrant communities. Also, immigration laws and procedures will likely change significantly over the next few months. They already have to some extent. So what might be accurate at the time of recording could be outdated in the next few weeks or even tomorrow. Okay, so this woman obtained a green card in 2012 based on her marriage to a U.S. citizen. The couple later divorced in 2016. In 2018, she was convicted of a DUI and was placed on probation for 3 years. She completed all the classes and paid all the fines, and her probation ended as scheduled in 2001. She wants to know if she can naturalize to become a U.S. citizen. Okay, so as a general rule, when someone applies for naturalization, they need to show that during the 5 years immediately preceding that application, they were a person of good moral character. All right, so what does that mean? In this case, the offense, the DUI, took place in 2018, so that is outside of our 5-year window. It's now 2025. But her probation extended until 2021, so that's within our 5-year window. So in that situation, the naturalization officer can actually look outside the 5 years and look at what was at the heart of that probation, all right? So in this case, it was a DUI. Now, not all crimes indicate that the person lacks good moral character. Some crimes, theft crimes, fraud, robbery, things like that, those are moral character crimes, okay? If you're stealing something that doesn't belong to you, it does say something about your morals. DUI is not regarded as that, and that's what the case law says. A DUI might show bad judgment, but it doesn't show that you have bad morals, okay? So, although she has been on probation during the 5-year period, that likely will not be enough to deny her citizenship, okay? She completed all of her probation, she paid all of her fines, and she hasn't had any other issues with the law. If she had multiple DUIs, let's say, so she had one in 2018 and she had one way back in 2014, that could be different. That actually could cause problems. But having a single DUI, even if it was more recent, that still likely is not going to stop you from naturalizing. If this situation is something that you're dealing with, you should definitely speak to an immigration attorney before naturalizing. When you naturalize or apply to naturalize, things could go well and you could get approved. But depending on the crime that we're talking about or any other underlying issues, they could deny your naturalization and potentially they could send you to immigration court to try and take away the green card. All right, so it really makes sense to speak to an immigration attorney, get your situation fully assessed, and then determine on your own how do you want to move forward. I hope this helps. If you need to get a hold of us, our contact information is below. Other than that, good luck everyone. Take care of yourself.